What's going on, Genius Nation? Welcome to a brand new day, a brand new Saturday, a Saturday that you have never seen before. This is the Daily Genius, and I am Dr. Will. As always, I'm super excited that you are joining us for our time together. If you've been following us any amount of time on this journey, this is episode number 79, and you know what we do on Saturday. Saturday is the day that we review our past week. So what do? We rewind, we review, and we repair. So we go back into our week and we look at all the things that we did well. We look at the things that we need to improve on so we can get momentum going into the next week. So that's what we do on Saturdays. I want to talk to you this morning about becoming a part of the 1%. Becoming a part of the 1%. When I talk about becoming a part of the 1%, I'm talking about becoming a part of the upper echelon in whatever industry you are in. Whatever industry you're in, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a business owner or a career professional, I want to talk to you about becoming a part of the 1%, becoming a part of the best of your industry. And there's four things I want you to focus on, or four things you need to focus on if you want to be a part of the 1%. So as you guys are coming in, I so appreciate you being here with us and taking this journey. So let's talk about it. If you want to be a part of the 1%, the best of the best, the first thing you're going to have to do is make a commitment. You're going to have to make a commitment. You're going to have to commit to becoming the best of the best. Commitment changes everything. You know, I tell my clients all the time, if you want to be truly successful, you can't be casual about your success. Let me say that again. If you truly want to be successful, you can't be casual about your success. You got to be committed to your success. And so when we start talking about commitment, what does commitment look like? Commitment looks like sacrifice. Commitment looks like you cutting out everything that is not helping you get to that 1%. You got to cut out everything that's not helping you. That means you have to start evaluating everything that you're doing and ask yourself this simple question. Is it helping me or hindering me? Is it helping me become a part of the 1% or is it hindering me? And this is going to look different for everybody. You gotta figure this out for yourself. Is watching this TV show, watching this series, is it helping me or is it hindering me? Can I use this time to do something else? I'm not saying that you can't watch TV and all that kind of stuff, but what I am saying is it helping you or is it hindering you? So you got to make the ultimate sacrifice. You got to make the ultimate commitment to saying, I want to be the best of the best, the best of the best. And if you want to be the best of the best, you can't be doing what the rest of society is doing. You can't be doing what the rest of the population is doing. You can't be doing what the rest of the majority is doing. The 1% is the 1% for a reason. So number one, you got to commit. Second thing you got to do is ensure that you have the right attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. Let me say that. Your attitude determines your altitude. And so every morning you got to check your attitude. You got to see your attitude gauge. You got to have a positive attitude. You have to have an optimistic attitude. You got to know that the world is conspiring to help you and push you to becoming the 1%. You can't have a negative attitude. You can't think the world is after you. You can't think the world is against you. You got to have a positive attitude. The Bible says it like this: in everything, give thanks. In everything, give thanks. If you're going to be a part of the 1%, you have no time for negativity. So in everything, give thanks. And this is a practice. This is a practice. So for instance, I'm rolling down the street and I have a flat tire. What most people do is focus on the flat tire. But the principle says, in everything, give thanks. So in that situation, you know what? I'm thankful that I have a spare tire. I'm thankful that I have a car that can get a flat. I'm thankful that I have resources like AAA that can come out and change the tire. I'm thankful that I'm healthy enough and have the ability and the intellect to change a tire. See, in everything, give thanks. So in every situation, you got to find the good. That's the type of attitude that you're going to have if you want to be a part of the 1%. If you want to be the best of the best, you got to always see all things working together for your good. You got to see all things working together for your good. That's the type of attitude that you have to have. Now, this is not an attitude that says, I ignore when bad things are happening. Bad things are going to happen. It doesn't mean that I'm oblivious to bad things happening. It just means I have a different attitude about that bad thing. You understand that? It's just, I'm not oblivious. I see it. I did have a flat tire, but I have a totally different perspective and attitude about that flat tire. Third thing is consistency. Consistency. You got to be consistent in whatever it is that you do in running your business and being an entrepreneur, being a career professional. Excellence has to become, right, consistent in your life. Growth. You have to have consistent growth, always getting better. 1% every day. I want to get better every day. That's the game I'm in. Can I be better than I was yesterday? Can I be better than I was last week? Can I be better than I was last month? Can I be better than I was last year? Everything is all about progression if you want to be a part of the 1%. You know, I shared with you before, just using as an example, Kobe Bryant and players like Michael Jordan and players like LeBron James. Every year they wanted to add something to their game. Every year they wanted to add something to their game, right? And so, boom, I got my 15-footer. Okay, this year I want to add a 3-pointer. Okay, this year I want to add a drop step. This year I want to add a turnaround. Every year they're adding something to their game. They're consistently progressing. So if you want to get to the 1% and be the best of the best, you got to be persistent in your growth. You got to be consistent in wanting to get better. It has to be a way of life. And then number 4, here's where it gets really dicey. You got to be patient. Excellence takes patience. Excellence takes patience. You can't just want it overnight. You got to understand that being committed, having the right attitude, being consistent over time will produce the result that you want. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. And so learning to be patient. The proverb says patience is a virtue. It also says, let patience have her perfect work, so you will be entire, wanting nothing. So enjoy the journey, enjoy the trip, right? Don't get impatient. Be patient as you're going toward the 1%. So if you do these 4 things, you'll be well on your way to becoming the best of the best in whatever you are doing. All right, guys, go out there and have a magnificent day. I'll see you right back here tomorrow for the Daily Genius. Go out there and be excellent. Talk to you guys later.